Welcome to a Feedalpha demo. In this demo, we're going to look in depth into how you create a post. We're going to look at how you upload media, where you can schedule your post to, all the ways we can help with captions, what type of post, and how to schedule it. We also have a preview feature that we are going to look at, and we also have a special AI feature that we're going to show you at the end. So let's take a look around Create a Post on the Feedalpha platform. When you log into Feedalpha, this is your homepage. So it's your AI assistant. This is where you can get your post ideas before you start creating a post. But if we already have our post idea, we can just go to the side and hit Create a Post. Now, let's talk about each part of Create a Post. So the first part is your media. So this is the photo or video that you want to upload as part of your post. We have a storage feature built into the Feedalpha platform so that you can upload your images, photos and videos. It can stay in the Feedalpha platform itself. You can find this in the side menu under Storage. In here you can create folders which will help you organize all your posts. You can organize it by month, by type of post, or even by platform, whatever suits you and your business the best. Once you're in Create a Post, you want to get your image or video ready for your post. We have a couple of ways that you can upload or find media. So the first way is that if you go into a folder that you want to add your media to, you can access your downloads and just drag and drop it into the platform. You can see that it is now uploaded into your storage on the Feedalpha platform. You also have the option to upload it from the device. So if you want to go searching, instead of dragging and dropping, you just click Upload from Device. This will give you access to your folders that are on your computer. The next is to import from cloud. Here you can import your media from Dropbox, Google Drive and OneDrive. If you have a shared folder on Dropbox where you put all your images and videos, you can access it here. So instead of downloading it onto your computer and then re-uploading it to social media, you can just bring it straight from Dropbox into Feedalpha. This saves you time, but it also saves you storage on your laptop so we don't get that airplane noise all the time. We also have an AI image generator. This means if you can't find the image that you really want for your post, you can just create it with AI. So for example, we can just put in a photograph of a laptop on a desk in a bright open office. Be specific with your prompt. So the more information you can put into the prompt, the more you're going to get back from it. I always put in a photograph, and this gives us the realistic look for the image. If you want it more pop art, you can create a pop art image for such and such. We have different sizes that you can choose from depending on what platform you want it to go out on. We always choose portrait just because it can do a lot more than just one platform. The AI image generator always helps when you can't find that image that works for your brand. If you want a specific photo and you just can't recreate it in the office, or you can't find it in stock images, you can just ask Feedalpha's AI to help you create it. So here we can find a laptop in an office and it's bright. So it's done exactly what we've asked it to do. The next way you can find media for your post is on Pixabay. Pixabay is royalty-free photos and videos that you can search for what you want it to be. So if you can create a photo in your office space and you want something specific to go with your post, you can just search on Pixabay. So again, we can put in office with a laptop on the desk. You can search for images or videos depending on what you want. Images are great for your kind of informational posts. You want to add more text to your caption. And then videos are great for reaching a new audience in the Reels tab. Here we can see a lot of stock images that we can choose from. So we can scroll through and pick one that works for the post that we want to use. And finally, we have Adobe Express. This means that if you want to add text to an image, or you want to add a little bit more personality to your post, you can do that here. You can use Adobe Express to create posts that work for you. You may need to log in and create an Adobe Express account, but it just means that you can create the post that you want to by adding some text and adding a logo and just adding a little bit of personality to your post. Those are the 5 ways that you can get media for your post on the Feedalpha platform. Once you've uploaded it into Feedalpha, it will remain in your storage until it's gone out and you delete it. Once you're happy with selecting what media you want to use for your post, we then move on to the second column. In here, this is where we do the bulk of the work for the post. So first, we choose what profiles you want this to go out on. You can select more than one so that you're not going in and creating a post 3 or 4 times over. You're able to create one post and send it out to all platforms at once. This means that you save time. So instead of going in on your phone to Facebook and creating the post and sending it off, then going into the Instagram app, creating a post, sending it off, you can do this all at once in the Feedalpha platform. Once we've selected our profiles, we have our image, we then move on to our caption. We again have lots of options for your caption. So if you want, you can just start typing. So you can write your caption as you want by just typing. You can also have used AI chat earlier, and you can copy and paste that caption into here. Or if you wrote one earlier or someone else in your team has written a caption, you can just copy and paste and it will give you your caption. If you're stuck on your caption and you don't know what to write, we have an AI caption assistant here. In here, you will get lots of prompts to help you create your post. So we have done it by platform, by what you want out of it, or we have some industries down here. So for example, we can write a CTA post. So that's a call to action post. So you want whoever sees this post to do something from your post, seeing your post. So we want them to visit the website to CTA to visit our website to sign up to Feedalpha. Again, the more information you can put into this, the better. So we want to put in about, we have AI tools for your social media, and you can use these to create posts. Again, the more information we can put in, the better the results are going to get. You can put in as much information as you want in this. We can then refine our results. So words, if you want a longer caption, maybe for LinkedIn, Or if you want a shorter caption, maybe for your Instagram Reels, you can decide here how much you want to put in. You can choose a tone. So this means that you can go friendly, informal. So we are going to go for informational because we're trying to inform people so that they can click on and go through. We can add hashtags if we want. This depends. We can add them ourselves later so they're specific, or it can give you some ideas. The number of captions. So this is the number of ideas you want it to give you. It can give you 10 if you want to read through. This AI caption assistant just means that you're not staring at a blank screen trying to write a caption. It can be your base of your caption. So we can read through here and see which one suits us. So we're going to choose this, for example. You want to always remember that this is AI and you and your brand are not AI. So we always recommend going in and editing this caption. So some things AI say that we wouldn't say as a brand. So we'd always put this down, or innovative. Don't really use that word, just take it out. Visit our website today. What we also might do is we might add in some text. So we might add in our URL, might add in a sentence. Or sometimes this is a good starting point that it might give you an idea. So you could just delete the whole thing and start again now that you have your idea. But the aim of the AI caption assistant on Feedalpha is so that you're not staring at that blank screen and spending more time than it needs to be creating a caption. If you're posting to Instagram and LinkedIn and you want to tag someone that's also on that platform so that they can see it or you can give them a shout out, we can do that in the Feedalpha platform. So we can add a mention. So this works for Instagram and LinkedIn. Again, it means you don't have two tabs open at one time. It means that you can do this all in the one platform at one time. This saves you so much time when you don't have to swap between tabs or even apps on the phone. So to put in an Instagram username, you just copy and paste whatever their username is, and then you search for it. If you want to double check that it is the correct one, you can view their Instagram profile. This means you can just see that you're tagging the right person. So then we can head back to create a post and say, yeah, that's the right person. We're going to add the mention. You can see here that this is the mention added. So when our caption goes live, Feedalpha will be tagged in the caption so that people can click on that and head to the Feedalpha Instagram. This works when you're collaborating with people or you want to give them a shout out. If this is a caption you use often, so every 3 months, you might do an About Us post. Just refreshing. So if you got new followers, you want to do another About Us post so that your new followers know who you are and what you do. What you can do is you can save the caption. You just need to type it once, press save caption and give it a title. So you can do an About Us post, a Contact Us post, a sales post. Depending on your business will be your heading. So for this one, I'm just going to put in AI. So this one is about AI. I will save it. Now, to get those saved captions, we just go into Get a Caption. And here you can see all our saved ones. So we have teams, we have our mission statement. These are ones that we reuse over and over again. Now, again, we may edit it slightly from time to time, but the base is there for us. This means that we don't have to scroll back in our Instagram feed for 3 months to find that About Us post, copy and paste the caption into another post. It just means, again, you're saving it into one place and you have one place open to get your post done. So once you have your caption done, you can turn on caption variation. You can do this after you've done your base of your caption. And then in your caption, it'll change it for each platform. So say we're in Facebook. I don't need that mention to be in Facebook because we're mentioning an Instagram post. We don't need that. We might add a link to our Facebook post because in Facebook, we can click a link that's in the caption. But on Instagram, we can't. So maybe on the Instagram post, we might put in link in bio. Caption variation just means that you're not creating 3, 4, 5 different posts individually. It means you can do one post, turn on that toggle, and then we can get 3 or 4 posts done by the base of one. So you're not finding a photo, writing a caption, scheduling it, and starting the process again for each profile. You can do it all at once in one tab. If you want on Facebook or LinkedIn, you can add a link. So you can add a link to your post that's going to be outside the caption. If you're choosing not to put in a photo, it'll pull in a photo from the link that you've put in and will send people straight there once they click on the photo. This is a different type of post. It's a post without an image. If you want to put a link in to a normal caption, just type the link in your caption box. Then finally, we have to decide what type of post this is. So for Facebook and Instagram, there are different types of posts. So for Facebook, we have posts and reels. So on Facebook now, you have a Reels tab. So if you want your reel to appear in the Reels tab on Facebook and go up as a reel, it differs slightly from a video on your main feed. It just goes into the Reels tab instead. Again, same with Instagram. You have your post, you have a reel for your reel tab. I always recommend if it's a video for Instagram, pick reel, because if not, it goes up as a post and a post is shorter than a reel. And finally, you can upload a story to Instagram. So if you have an image with no caption, you can just put that up as a story so that your followers can see it. Then we have when to post. So you can choose to send this out immediately. This can go out right now to all the platforms you have selected up here. You can also schedule it for a future date. You can choose your date and your time that you want this to go out at. Press done when you're finished. We were talking earlier about them posts that you put up every 3 months or so. If you want, you can add another scheduled time. So we know in 3 months' time, we'll probably put this out again as a post. We never recommend putting out a post that is the same more than once a month. Definitely 30 days have to be between them so that Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, any of the platforms don't penalize you. So you can go 4 or 5 months ahead, pick another date, pick another time. So maybe you want to send this one out in the afternoon instead of the morning. Then we can click schedule. This will send it out on the 20th of May and also on the 16th of September. You can create posts and do it months in advance so that you can take your time, do it all in one day, see as far as you can get, set it and forget it. We can also save it as a draft. So for example, you get a call in the middle of creating a post. You don't want to leave it open on your desk. Maybe you have to go to another room to take the call. Click save as draft, save it, and we can come back to it later. You will find your drafts in here and drafts so that you can go back and finish that post that you started. We also have a submit for approval. This is with our team collaboration so that someone on your team can send it to you for approval first before it goes out, so that if a post doesn't get approved, it won't go out on your social media. Take a look at our Teams demo to find out more about how Teams work on the Feedalpha platform. So we're going to go back into our schedule. And over here in the right hand column, we can see a preview of what our post is going to look like, because on each platform it's going to be different. So on Facebook, the text is going to read first. On Instagram, you're going to read it underneath. So does it make sense for each platform? If you say see below on Facebook, the image will be below. If you say see below on Instagram, another person's post will be below. Just be careful that it suits the platform that you're posting to. You can check this in your post preview. Finally, we have an amazing feature called Analyse with AI. Analyze with AI means that AI is going to look at your post and give you some feedback. So remember, with Feedalpha's AI, it knows your brand, it knows your industry, it knows your tone of voice. So it's going to give you feedback based on those so that you can get the most from your post. So we can read here, the caption's low. Why? Because it lacks clarity and conciseness. Fine, great, we can work on this by using improvements. So maybe we can add in the hashtags, so we can just copy and paste them in. Right, now we've done that, we can use bullet points, okay, emotional appeal. So then that's adding your human touch. And then we can have a look at our image. So it's high, it's effective. We don't have to read the improvements if we don't want to, but if we do, we can. We can add read more button if we want. We can use more contrast and color for the coffee mug. So again, AI is able to look at your image, at your caption, and it knows your brand, your industry, and tone of voice. It's going to put all that information together to give you feedback so that you get the best possible results from your social media posts. Once we've made the improvements, if we want, and we're happy with our post, we just press schedule. This means that it's gone into our visual calendar. We can set it, forget it, it's going to go up at the date that we want it to go, and we can now start creating another post. So in Create a Post, we give you as many options as we can all in one tab. You're saving time and you're getting the best possible results from your post by having it all in one tab. Sign up to the Feedalpha platform today and you can start posting straight away.